everyone checked in. So I see that we have Matt Shive running the zoning department. We also have, looks like, not Matt. We also have Matt Johnson. Matt, you with us?
Yep. Good morning.
Okay, great. Matt, are you the applicant on the project here today?
Yes.
So you're with, okay.
Government Investment Partners.
Okay. Okay, Matt, I need to read through our hearing script. This will basically just cover the procedure for the hearing that started. So this is the June 5th, 2024 session of the zoning docket. As I'm stating, the purpose of this hearing is to allow applicants and the opposing parties to testify and to offer and impute evidence of testimony. This hearing would follow the rules found in the zoning code, supplementary rules of the zoning hearing examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any other party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing. And the hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant's attorney, or the applicant's agent will first present the applicant's case. Anyone from the public will then have an opportunity to speak after the applicant has presented his case. In the event that any party testifies or offers argument in opposition to this application, the applicant will have an opportunity to respond to that testimony that was offered in opposition. We'll hear from the zoning division of the planning department to provide the testimony in addition to their staff reports. And then we'll give the applicant an opportunity to make any closing statements. After all presentations have been made, I'll close the hearing. Decisions may be expected in 2 weeks. Excluding testimony that be relevant outside the scope of the application will be considered. I may interrupt some of your questions and comments, and also if these considered hearsay. Testimony or documents. Let's see if there's any trouble or defect with the tech or the Zoom technology. I'll do my best to troubleshoot those on the fly, but to the extent there's something that prevents us from moving forward with this hearing, I may continue at this point at my discretion. Okay, last thing before I swear on the witnesses, let me see if I can check in. G. Fisher. Is G. Fisher is this?
Yeah, this is Gary Fisher. He's our broker on the property.
Okay, great. So it'll be just you testifying then today? Correct. Okay, great. All right, so if anyone that intends on testifying, make comments, the zoning code requires us to when someone will do that now. So you could raise your right hand. I need everyone to answer out loud. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Mr. John, is it Johnston?
Yeah, with a T.
Sure. Okay, got it. All right. Mr. Johnston, are you ready to proceed?
Yes.
Okay, great. Floor is yours.
So we are the owners of 256 East University, and we understand that the city of Cincinnati and the zoning office would technically view our easements for parking as incomplete, as the city is not a party on said easements. However, we believe that these easements are fleshed out enough and substantial enough to encompass anything that the city would require for bringing in a new tenant in the medical space, which we are attempting to do. We also meet the existing ratio needs due to our square footage amounts, and therefore we're just looking for an exemption from the city to allow us to proceed with our existing easements without having to turn around and attempt to chase new execution on easements from multiple parties that frankly we have not been in contact with in a good long while, and I'm not sure if how long or what type of efforts would have to go into re-executing those easements.
Gotcha. Okay. So real quick, Matt Lashide. So they've executed an easement that just didn't go through city review. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the city's not a recorded party on it. It's not a covenant like we would typically review. It's just a private easement between the applicant and the owner of the other lots, but they have 27 parking spaces through those agreements, which is the minimum number that the code requires, but we can't approve it by right because it's not a recorded covenant with the city listed as a party of it. They have achieved compliance, effectively, but not in the way that the code requires.
Okay. All right, and Mr. Johnston, yeah, anything else you want to say about the request?
No, I mean, I think to Matt's comments, I feel like we've complied to the best of our ability. We've submitted all requested documents that should show the full picture. And we're just asking for a little bit of leniency from the city so we can bring in a tenant that hopefully comes to our building and hopefully brings a lot of good things to the area. So it would be a substantial win for the city, the surrounding neighborhoods. So we would appreciate some leniency on this one.
Okay, great. Matt, anything you want to add to the conversation?
Sure. So the use is currently classified as an office and the proposed use is a medical office. So there's a different parking requirement for the different use. Parking requirement would require 27 parking spaces. They have 7 on the property. They have 20 via an easement. So, if we were able to include that, then it would be 27. It's also worth noting it's in a pedestrian district. So it's in a district that the zoning code anticipates there'll be people walking to. I also believe that the applicant has mentioned in previous emails that they have shuttles or something for their client. Can you elaborate on that, Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, absolutely. So a big thing for this potential tenant is not only ease of public transportation, which we do have at our property and will be utilized by the clientele coming to this location, but they also utilize a pretty robust shuttle service for their clientele. And we've been working with the engineering and traffic department within the city of Cincinnati to allow some of those metered parking spaces to be converted to a load unload for medical use. So predominantly the clients that will be coming to this location will be coming via either company sponsored shuttle service or public transit.
So to that effect, I think it's fair to assume that the code required parking may not even be necessary, but I believe that they're meeting it anyway, just through an easement.
Got it. Okay. I don't think I have any other questions here, Mr. Johnston.
Okay.
Anything you want to say in closing, otherwise before we adjourn?
No, we just appreciate your time and appreciate all your help here, Matt. And hopefully we're able to get this resolved and bring a tenant to the area that will do some good.
Great. Yeah, so I've had a chance to review the application materials, the staff report. There's a really interesting, unusual component to this that there is proposed amendment to the zoning code that is already passed city planning commission. And the Equitable Growth Housing Committee yesterday goes to full council for a vote today. That if passed, wouldn't even require any parking.
Oh, interesting.
The community's zoning reform. So, I think in light of that, in light of the easements that are in place, the shuttle service that you discussed, I think it would be impractical to strictly enforce the current zoning code as it reads today to this particular application. So I am going to approve it. I need to formalize that approval in a written decision. I mentioned at the beginning, it takes about 2 weeks. Since sort of our busier time of year, it may be a touch over 2 weeks. I'll do what we can get out to as quickly as possible. Any questions about any of that? As soon as I finish the decision, I'll put it into a PDF. I'll email it to everybody who's in the hearing, so you'll have it really just moments after it's complete. Once you have that, once you and Matt will be on the same email. Once you have that, Matt can approve the permitting and hopefully you can move forward.
Great.
Any questions?
Well, No, none from me. Look forward to the next line of communication here, David, and I thank you both very much for your time.
Thank you. Have a good day and good luck with the project.
Great, thank you so much.